Hey y'all, this is Jennifer. Today is Monday, and I have decided to participate in the Simon Says Stamp Monday Challenge. Today's theme is Oodles of Doodles. Well, I don't doodle, so there's really not going to be oodles of it. So the only thing I have that even resembles any type of doodling is some Tim Holtz stamps. Surprise, surprise. So today I'm just going to make something simple. I'm going to do a tag, and I'm going to try to add a few techniques into it, but it may be something you haven't seen. It may not be anything new to you, but I hope you enjoy it. So today, the tag that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be using this DIY pad. It's a do-it-yourself Distress Ink Custom Blend. These come blank when you open this up. Of course, there's ink on it now, but when it comes, it's white. It's just a solid white ink pad, and what you do is you take your own re-inkers and you make the blend that you want. I have one that's a rainbow one, and then I have this one. I got these colors. This idea was from Kath in West Hill. That's her Instagram name, and then her real name is Kath Stewart, and she posts things on the Tim Holtz Addicts Facebook page. So I got this from her. This was not me, but I do like the way it turned out. So we're going to do the normal routine. Oh, let me give you those colors. How about that? The colors are Antique Linen. It's a Distress Ink re-inker. Speckled Egg is Distress Oxide re-inker. Old Paper is a Distress Ink re-inker. And Frayed Burlap is Distress Oxide re-inker. So we're going to do the normal routine. We're just going to smush some ink down on this non-stick mat, and we're going to spritz it a little with some water, and we're just going to pick that up. See how that mixes? But now the thing about this custom blend is it tends to start mixing, so you got to move quick, and then you got to do it again, because if you don't, it'll start kind of turning to mud. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dry this layer here, and then we'll do it again. Okay, that's dry. Now, don't worry about the shape. We can straighten it out when we get done. And as with any project, we're going to take the vintage photos and we're going to distress the edges a little bit. Just distress the edges just a little bit. All right. Like that. Now then. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. And that, again, is Distress Oxide Vintage Photo. All right. So light that up a little bit. Now then, that is pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my gesso. This is just Liquitex white gesso. I'm going to put a little bit on my mat. I'm going to spritz it with some water. And I'm going to stir it up real good. It's just kind of thinning it out. And then we're going to take this. This is a Distress splatter brush. We're going to take it and just pull the bristles back ever so slightly. and get us a little splatter going. Okay, I'm liking it. I like it a lot. So now, I don't know if you can see those droplets? Pretty cool. I like them. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to dry that. How about that? Okay, so now we got our tag with a little distress ink and oxides and distressed around the edges and some gesso splattered with our splatter brush. Now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use what has slowly become my favorite stamp set. This is Faded Type CMS 397. It's from Stampers Anonymous and it's in the Tim Holtz collection. So I'm going to take Decisions. I'm going to take, this one seems to be my favorite, but I think since it's supposed to be doodling, we're going to go with handwriting. It's not really doodling, but hey, that's not what I want to do. How about that? That is what I want to do. And then I'm going to take Distress Archival Vintage Photo, and I'm going to ink it up. And I'm just doing half because I'm going to do half here, like that. And then, y'all, it helps if you do it straight, but that's okay. We're going to have stuff covering it up. Look at that. That's crooked. I have a feeling that's going to bother me, but we'll get over it. And then one down here, like that. The next thing I'm going to do, I don't know if it's going to, you know, I don't know what it's going to look like, but we're going to do it. How about that? We're just going to do it. I'm going to put this on a block crooked because I don't have another block. I'm going to take this and ink it up pretty good. Again, it's the Vintage Photo. I'm showing you like you could see the dang the cover. Huh? What do I want to do? Let's do this. Like that. Interesting. It's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. And then we'll just do another one up here. Like that. I don't think I like it, but it's okay. Now this stamp set is Stitches CMS 365, and to me they look doodled, so that's where the doodle comes in. I know I'm reaching here, but you know, work with me. All right, so that still looks pretty good. I like it. It's good. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do, y'all, this stuff, oh my gosh, it is icing paste from Finnabair, I'm not sure how you say that. I think it's Prima, but it's called White Gold Icing Paste, and it is dreamy. Now, the thing about this icing paste is if you're gonna put it on something, you need a stencil. So let me go get a stencil. Hold on. Okay, this stencil is a limited edition stencil. I love this stencil because it was sent to me by Tim Holtz. I don't know that you can buy it. I think it's just his little personal handout thing. So, but I think that will fit perfectly right there, and then one of these numbers would fit right there, and then my gold will show up. So that's the one I'm going to use today. Of course, I just stuck that in there like a brainchild. There we go. Clean that off. Okay. Now, the thing about stencils is you kind of want them to stay in place, especially with this gold stuff, because it's thin. It's not like normal texture paste. It's relatively thin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tape. And this is just painter's tape, you know, Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever. I'm gonna do that like that. And I'm gonna do this like that, and that just kind of holds it in place. And then you can get your tag lined up, and then it does not take a lot. Just do a little bit, and then run it in the stencil, of course. And I'm going to try to go this way because my D is not cooperating. There we go. So that is that. Now, it's all about the dismount, so you got to be really careful in taking this off. Hold this in place and pull that off. And that came out pretty groovy, I think. Okay, so now I'm going to take it, and I want the, I probably should have done that last, huh? Or we'll go with 6, 7, 8, 9 then, and put that right there. Like that. And I just stuck my tapes together. Y'all, this is what happens when you take a few weeks off. Now, okay, what else? Next, oh yeah, I got these out. These are, if you follow the blog or anything, you know that I had myself a vagabond party a while back. Now, what I did was I just inked up a bunch of watercolor paper, and then I took my dies and I just cut out a bunch of stuff. I say a bunch, it's about time to have another party because I'm running out. But this right here is the set that I used for these particular pieces. This is called Wildflower Stems #1. There are 2 sets, so just be, you know, #1. And then this is 664163 from Sizzix's Thinlits. And like I said, I cut these out a while back. And then on this, I just kind of watercolored it, you know. I think I I sprayed the paper antique with antique linen maybe, and then I just used, you know, my crayons to kind of watercolor the center and the stems. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to kind of make a little bit of a arrangement over here to the side. Now then, cooperate, please. Stick. Okay, so now the next thing I want to do is, I'm gonna hold that there a minute. I think I put glue on that. Stay. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these little girls. They are up to no good in the photo booth. This is part of the Idea-ology line. It's called Photo Booth. Tim Holtz, Idea-ology. And they come in like strips of, I think 3. And so I just cut these little girls out because I'm going to take them and I'm going to pop them right there, I think. Now, I got these, and these are Big Talk. They're snarky. And I found this one here. It says, friendship must be built on a solid foundation of sarcasm and shenanigans. Well, these girls look like they are up to shenanigans, so I think it's perfect. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take it and I'm going to put me a little bit of baby powder, just regular old baby powder that I keep in my stash because it makes sticky unsticky. So I'm just going to sprinkle this baby powder on the back of it to make the sticker not a sticker anymore. And I'm off camera, but I'm sprinkling it over my trash can so I do not make a mess. It smells good though. Okay, so now we have it to where we can play with it a little bit. It's kind of white. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my antique linen. Alright, now, the thing about this little puppy is it's bigger than my tag. So I could leave it like that and pop it, or I can cut the edges, and how about we just distress the edges first and see what we like. Let's see, I'm gonna do this a little bit so that it's kind of more vintagey. And then, yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna take this and pop dot it. Don't want it sticking out, so I'm just gonna cut those edges off. And oh, shoot. Well, as you can see, they're really sticky. All right, I need one more. Put this one not quite so close to the edge, like that. Let's throw those away. Brainchild. All right, so don't stick your fingers on them. And then let's grab the edges so I can figure out where I want them. I think I want that right there. Y'all, I'm so loving this. It's so cute. Okay. You kind of got to toot your home horn every now and then, don't you? Okay. So next, last but not least, we're going to put a ribbon on there. So this little trick, you know, this Hug Snug, I love this seam binding. I love it. Where'd my pen go? I've lost it. There it is. It's easy to lose. It's a tiny little thing. All right, so I've destroyed this edge already. But the thing, I love this seam binding. I love the way it lays. I love the way it looks. It's just really pretty. Okay, but for today, instead of putting a ribbon, I don't think I need an actual bow. I think I'm just gonna put a little bit hanging out the top. So I'm just gonna cut me a little piece to work with here. And I have a bunch of different colors, but I like having plenty of white on hand, because with white, I can use my sprays and I can do a color that matches whatever distress color I'm working with. So I'm just gonna spray it down with a little bit of water. Make sure it's good and wet, because it's gonna wick up the brown. And that was just Vintage Photo Distress Oxide. It's what I had on the table. So now I am thinking that's a little bit brown, so I'm just going to add a little bit of water to it, and then I will take my rag and kind of, yeah, sop up the whole piece. How about that? Get the brown off of the table, and then just kind of sop it, and I think that's going to be good. I think that's going to be perfect. All right, so now I'm just going to dry it a little bit. Okay, now I always like to cut the edges. May have cut that one a little bit too short, but it'll be all right. I'm not gonna sweat it. Right? Why sweat it? Okay, so now then, I'm not sure I like that ribbon, but I'll take it. Okay. I do like the tag though. That's cute. I like it. Love that blend. Thank you, Kath and West Hill, for that blend idea. It's cute. Cute, cute. Love it. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe. Please check out the links below for other ways to follow me. In the description below, there will be a list of supplies that we used in the video today. Enjoy. Thanks.